When it comes to teaching national African American history, many agree that our systems fall short, let alone when it comes to breaking it down to how minority groups made and continue to make a large impact on our own communities. News 19's Lindsay Ford tells you about a local organization called the Enduring Families Project and tells you how they're doing more.
So our project brings to life a snapshot of what African American life was like in this region, in La Crosse.
Since 2019, the Enduring Families Project has hosted presentations at schools and other various social justice groups. The project creates historical educational skits on African Americans who made huge impacts in La Crosse.
In 1915, the music department put on an elaborate pageant.
Like Lillian Davenport, who graduated from UWL in 1917 with a degree in music. She was also a teacher at La Crosse Public Schools. George Pogue, the first African-American Olympic medalist. He lived on 13th and Cass Street and went to Central High School. Nathan Smith from West Salem was the foster parent to George Edwin Taylor. Taylor had his eyes set on the White House. He was the first African-American presidential candidate in 1904 to run against Teddy Roosevelt and Elizabeth Burt.
Now, black couples and families, they had a pretty easy time of finding places to live, but black men, they were left out in the cold.
Burt ran a boarding house in La Crosse for single black men. Because this knowledge is not widely known, Denise, Christy, and Rebecca Mormann-Kreiger, founders of the project, did something about it.
When I moved back to La Crosse, because I grew up in La Crescent, I just felt that there just wasn't enough around here.
The point is, we're not going to live forever. Organizations that want to learn about this history after, we're done, after we're older, can have the videos.
When I did the research, the stories became real and the people became real. Whenever I drive through downtown or I drive up over Nathan Hill, everything is in perspective. I know they were there. I know what their lives were. I look at the field and I wonder, was his field over here or was his field over there? They walked here, and so that becomes everyday part of my life.
One of the actresses for the skits, Lynnetta Kopp, plays Elizabeth Burt.
As an individual who had lived in La Crosse or who lives in La Crosse for over 30 years, some of these things I did not even know.
Kopp says she is thrilled to be part of this project.
I want people to see the history, the rich history, the importance that Black people, people of color, made in La Crosse, because without this part of history, La Crosse really would not be where it is. We are part of the fabric.
Because of Nathan's guidance and encouragement, as well as his sending me to college, I had the confidence to be able to run a newspaper, but we need to have more than just that one frame of history that's out there.
Darrell Ferguson, another actor for the skits, says African American history doesn't just start and stop with the well-known Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, or Rosa Parks.
A lot of white people, I'll be direct and say that, they don't know a lot about the history of African Americans, the history of people who came long before them, and the impact they had and have and continue to have on our culture and future today.
We left them with friends when we ran away. We thought if we survived the escape, and we could buy their freedom later.
The Enduring Families Project has 3 main goals. It highlights historical African Americans in the Coulee region, provides inspiration for the present, and serves as a guide for future generations.
History is always magical, and it depends on which way you look at it and how that magic flows.
Celebrating Black History Month in La Crosse, Lindsay Ford, WXOW News 19.
The Enduring Families Project say that their work is never done. And if you'd like more information, you can find this story on our website, wxow.com.